Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh my God, thank you so much. Oh, stop it.
Nothing better than
No.
starting out
Oh
with an
my God,
applause.
that was so good. Thank you, everybody, for
We haven't
listening.
even done anything yet.
Yeah, you're right, but still, thank you very much, everybody. My name is Miguel Perez, and here I am alongside my co host, Jenna Naimar.
That's me.
How are you, Jenna?
I'm doing good.
Yeah, are
Just
you ready to Oh, I'm sorry. What were you gonna say?
just fresh off watching the second episode.
The second
of
episode. That's
90 Day
right.
Fiance, Happily Ever After.
We're
Question
ready
mark.
to go. Ready to start
Ready to roll.
firing.
I agree.
Yes. All right. So as we discussed in the previous episode, we have the couples, which are Ashley and Jay, Nicole and Azan, Chantel and Pedro, Russ and Pau, Colchi and Larissa,
And Debbie.
and Debbie. And Debbie in parentheses and with Debbie and Andre and Liz.
Uh-huh.
Did I miss
Libby.
anybody?
Libby.
Oh,
She likes to be
Libby?
called Libby.
Oh,
yeah.
Libby. Okay.
No. I think you got everyone.
I think I got everybody,
yeah,
right?
Yeah. Chantal
Alright.
and Pedro, you said that, yeah.
Chantal and Pedro, yes. All right, so let's start with Nicole. Nicole and Azan.
Yeah.
Apparently, Nicole had a surprise for Azan.
Yeah.
Do you remember it?
Uh-huh.
Which was?
Let's go on a trip where your visa you don't need a visa.
Right.
She's taking her boy toy out on a beach vacation.
Yes.
To Granada.
Yes. She wanted to go to South Korea, but they tried it, and he wasn't allowed.
So he says.
Right. The producers asked her why wasn't he allowed, and she was like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Because
Who knows
she's
if he
just-
even got on the
yeah.
plane and went?
Yes, which means she spent some of her money, thousands of dollars, to go to South Korea, only for,
No.
South Korea to be like, hey, we don't want you here, Azan.
We didn't even get to hear if she went to South Korea too and if she enjoyed it.
Well,
That's a cool trip.
I'm guessing she's like one of those people that if she can't go, like her partner can go,
Yeah.
like
She
she'll
turns
she'll
around.
just cancel everything and lose that and take the big loss. Financial loss.
she's
See, if me and
so
you
dumb.
if that happened to us
Yeah.
and you couldn't go, I'd be like, well, I'll see you in a week, right?
Wow.
I would totally go.
I mean, I have some type of feelings about that, but like, I get it, I guess.
What, you'd go
Yeah,
or you
like
wouldn't go?
you ditch me. Like, it's like one thing if we go together and then like I'm stopped in the airport and you're just like, whatever, like see you later, and then I'm just like sitting in the airport still. But like, it's another thing if they're coming from two different countries, like meeting in the same place, and he has to return and she's already there, you
Yeah.
know? So.
Would you take the trip to South Korea? And if I couldn't go,
And we knew when we got to the airport?
like, say we already said, okay, we're gonna go to South Korea.
Yeah.
All right. I'm coming from Mexico City.
Uh-huh.
You're coming from here, from the States.
Yeah.
And we're supposed to meet in South Korea.
Uh-huh.
Now I call you and I'm like, hey, listen, I'm in South Korea and they won't let me in.
Yeah.
I have to go back to Mexico. Would you just go, all right, well, screw it, I'm just gonna go to South Korea, or would you say, oh, well, I'll just cancel my
Well-
flight and my hotels and everything that I already spent money on
So
and stay in the
now-
States and then talk to you through like WhatsApp or something?
Yeah, yeah. Well, now you bring up a big dilemma. I think if I felt differently about you, I think I would if that was the case. Like, we're coming from two different places, like, we just land in a place, yes. But if it was the kind of thing where it's like you forgot your passport at the airport, then we would have to say fuck it and I would go back with you. Like, I wouldn't separate from you at that point.
But I'm going back to Mexico. You're going back to the States. So we're not going back to the same place.
Yeah, so no. No in that case, or yes in that case, no in any other case.
Oh.
Like, I wouldn't, like, ditch you.
I think I'd just kiss you goodbye and be like, well,
You enjoy it.
have
Because
a...
we can't be together anyway if it's, like...
Oh, no.
in that
I'm
case.
saying I'll kiss you goodbye as you go back to the States and I stay in South Korea.
Oh, yeah.
Because I wouldn't want that money to go to waste.
Yeah.
But that's
No,
just
I see
me.
what
I
you
hate when money goes to waste.
Yeah, no, me too. I'm very practical.
Yes.
So I agree. It is a tough dilemma, though.
Yeah.
But I don't know. My point was, Azan just made it sound weird, and I don't trust him, and Nicole is stupid.
Yes, she really is.
Yeah.
It's a
I feel
dumpster
like we
fire,
wouldn't
that
have
relationship.
that problem because we do our research and we understand that
Right.
certain things happen.
Yes,
So we're prepared.
we're very prepared for
Yeah.
this. We
Except
really
that
are.
one time where I forgot my passport. Or no, my passport expired.
Oh, you did.
Yeah, so I am stupid times.
You
That's
did
bad.
forget that.
Yeah, we were going to Canada, and I was so worried about Miguel's passport because the wall things were happening. And turns out I didn't check up on myself enough.
And your passport was expired.
Yeah, that was dumb. That was real dumb. They let us in, though. Nice
Yeah, they
Canadians.
did.
Yeah.
They really did. They're nice people.
Yeah. Anyway, I don't want to obsess about us. So they're going to Granada, maybe, probably, and she's going to buy him a muscle shirt.
A
so
muscle
they can
shirt,
look at his
exactly.
muscles.
And she was like all giggly about it. And she made
So
that
giggly.
that
Oh yeah,
with
that,
the
like,
fingers in her
squirrel
mouth, like,
thing. Yeah.
which is like, ugh.
Yeah, it just made everyone feel weird.
Yeah. That's so funny.
I know.
Anyways, I hate her.
Yeah,
I don't
she's
like
the
her.
worst. I want to know everything about this new store that they have, the health and beauty store.
Oh well, they already said it.
Mm-hmm.
And she even wrote on her Instagram. She's like, plot twist, no story means no money. Like, which means like she didn't get the money. But she says like, oh, the TV network like twisted the story to make it seem like they let him borrow the $6,000.
I see. Okay.
Which is
But she
weird that
didn't
they're
have the-
saying $6,000
Yeah.
because Azan's aunt already spent $6,000
Very
on their
true.
first wedding that
Yeah.
they lost the money on.
The family was without the money.
Yeah, which means I think they're both might be in love, but they're scamming the families, like each other's
Oh,
families.
That's so shitty.
That is very shitty
Yeah.
of them to do. I wouldn't do that.
That's not okay.
Yeah, that would not be a thing that I would do to my family,
But we're
especially
not
my mom, who
scammers.
we're not scammers.
Yeah.
Especially-
My Aunt Wafa, I would never do
Yeah,
that.
I would never do my poor auntie Wafa.
Yeah.
She loves me, and
I
she
know.
like wanted to buy you like 5 dresses.
Right. That's
Yeah.
all she wanted to do.
Yeah.
That's so sweet.
She was very sweet.
Yeah.
Oh, Moroccan. Morocco. It was going to be a Moroccan wedding, which
That's
was
right.
very expensive
Yeah,
and
yeah.
very extravagant.
Oh yes. Yeah.
As
Lots
we
of
found out, we
food.
went to a Moroccan wedding, and
We
it was
did.
really extravagant,
Yeah.
but it was fun.
4 outfit changes.
4 outfit changes,
Great
yeah.
music.
Great music.
Mhm.
And but yeah, that was her big surprise. She was gonna somehow get the money to go on vacation with Azan in May to go and hang out at the beach, and he was gonna wear his muscle shirt that she was gonna buy him. So that was Nicole's big surprise to Azan, or for Azan.
He was excited.
He was.
seemed
He
really
was.
excited. Which, you know what made me think, like, I remember I used to have boyfriends where I would, like, wouldn't break up with them for, like, I knew it wasn't good, but I wasn't going to break up with them because I was like, oh, we have concert tickets, or, like, we have a baby shower, or, like, something that you're looking forward to. I
Yeah.
feel like he's in the position, like, you could be right about how they're just both scamming their families, but, like, I feel like he's in the position of, like, he's thinking of the next best thing that's going to come up in the relationship and just sticking it out again and again and again.
Yeah.
And now he has Granada.
No, it's
which
Granada, yeah.
I would imagine would be a nice trip.
But it's just funny that he thought he was gonna come to the United States,
I know.
and then she's like, plot twist.
Yeah.
I'm going over there.
Right.
And he's like,
Me and my toddler.
fuck me. He's probably like, God damn it, I wish this didn't happen.
I know. He's stuck now.
And he kissed May in the mouth.
Yes.
We both saw that, right?
Yeah, and
That's
this
disgusting.
It's a divisive issue. Some people, like Tom Brady, are okay with mouth kisses with your kids. We both feel that's not okay. I think it's controlling. And
I think it's
a boundary.
it's got to be some sort of
cross.
like pedophile gene to kiss your kid.
Think?
I think so. I could not look at my kid and be like, yeah, give me a kiss in the mouth. It's okay. Like, no, it's not okay.
I think it just takes it away from being special. Like, I feel like that's a romantic thing, and like,
Yes.
you kissing your kid like that makes it like not romantic anymore.
Right.
You know?
I had a girlfriend that kissed her kid in the mouth, and I was like, "Can you not do that?" She's like,
Yeah.
"Why?" I'm like, "Cause I kiss you
Oh,
too."
You vocalized it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, "Yeah,
true.
we can't do that. Like,
Yeah.
it's
I
messed
know.
up."
I don't feel good about it, but that's not even his kid. You know?
Yeah, that's another thing. That's not even his kid.
And May calls him daddy at the worst time. Even Nicole's brother agrees that.
And
it's
he's like,
wrong
what,
for May.
12?
He must be 12, but
Yeah.
he's like a very like understanding 12-year-old.
Yeah.
Like he just knows stuff.
I feel like that kid looks like my good friend and fellow comedian Alan Fitzgerald when he was 12 years old. I feel
Oh,
like
yeah,
that's
I
what he
can
looked
see
like.
that,
Just
yeah.
a clean look,
Uh-huh.
and then he just took on drinking,
Yeah, and then things change for him.
and then things changed for him.
Yeah, just a nice boy before.
Yeah. He's still
Hey,
a nice boy,
Alan.
but yeah. Shout out to that guy.
Yeah.
All right, so let's move on.
Yeah.
So what's next on the list? We have Larissa
Larissa
and
and
Colchi.
and
Larissa and
Debbie.
Colchi. And Debbie
Of course, Debbie. So yeah, Larissa's trial date is coming up.
on the show.
And yep, and she is just treating everyone extra poorly because she's so nervous about this. She's treating Colchi badly. She's treating Debbie badly. Debbie can't take it anymore.
She's done.
Yeah.
She's done.
You know, classic Debbie.
I love Debbie. She's my favorite. She's like always the one that has like her like feet on the ground while
Yeah.
Colchi's out there going, well, me and my wife.
I know.
It's like, dude, she's not. Dude, you guys are not married. She was the one that said it's like you guys should not be married to each other.
Debbie's right.
You guys are terrible for each other. And she said it.
Yeah.
I don't think she said you're terrible,
I
but she
wish they
said,
would listen to Debbie more.
yeah, she definitely said that they shouldn't be together.
Oh, one thing that we laughed about, remember when they were sitting outside on the patio
Yeah,
and Colchi went to go get himself a glass of wine?
yeah.
I was thinking, oh, it's only one glass, huh? And then you said, when they went out, you were like, oh my God, that's not for Larissa at all.
Yeah.
He just got himself, he's so selfish.
He is very
like,
selfish.
We see these little bits of nuance.
If you and I were in an argument and you were sitting on the couch and I was in the kitchen and I was like, oh, maybe I'll bring some wine for her or some water.
Right.
I'll put it in a cup and I'll bring it to you just to like kind of like smooth things out, like just like as an icebreaker
It's
to
considerate
start a
as
conversation.
well.
And
Yeah, you
but
do
you
that for a guest in your house.
right. But like if you're in an argument with somebody, you definitely want to bring them something, kind of like a peace offering, to be like, hey, listen, I want to talk.
Right.
Instead, what he did is he took a glass of I don't know if it's wine or fucking
Something
juicy
brown
juice
or
or
red. Yeah.
because he's a man child. So
Yeah.
and he just sits next to her in a freaking chair, lawn chair, and he starts sipping on it, and I'm like, oh my God, I thought that was for her,
Yeah.
but
We're
he's like,
both
no, it was just for him,
He's
which is
so
super
self-absorbed.
selfish. Yeah,
Yeah.
he is.
But then the conversation gets weird. It goes through so many twists and turns.
I think it's the
The editing?
no, it's not the editing because she is freaking crazy.
Yeah.
But I think it's just the they don't understand each other.
True.
It's the
And they don't
language,
want to.
the language barrier.
Yeah.
Because he says, hey, listen, like, it was my fault. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to call the cops. And she's like, you don't have no respect for me or something crazy. And then she just like switches from one thing to the other and just jumps from one conversation to a. Next thing you know, she's having like 7 different conversations, and Kochi just looks confused.
Yeah, he can't
which,
follow up.
yeah, you can't try to like. He tries to answer every single one of her questions, and she's just throwing different things at him. So I kind of get how he would get like frustrated with her, but at the same time, she's fucking nuts.
Yeah. And that's what they say to never do in an argument. If you ever like look up that kind of like how to have a productive argument with someone, you never want to bring up like all of the issues you have with someone at once.
Yeah.
You want to talk about one thing at a time, agree on it, and then move on. But she does it the wrong way. She brings up all of the dirt.
I honestly think as a person whose English is the second language, I can see why she gets so many emotions, and her trial's coming up, and she doesn't know what's going on. She's trying to express herself, but the fact that the English is her second language doesn't allow her to really express what she wants to say. She's just like overwhelmed by all these emotions and all these things that she has inside her head, and they'll just try to come out at once, but she doesn't know how to communicate it.
That's very generous.
So she's just being like, blah this, blah that, blah, blah, blah. Like, all right, take a minute, take a step back. What do you really want to talk about? Say that. Once you settle that, you move on to the next thing.
Right.
But she's just like, blah, just vomiting garbagey.
Yeah.
That's all she does.
Yeah.
She's horrible. But she's a psycho, and I love her anyways. So.
That's right. I agree.
Yeah.
I think that's right.
And good old
Yeah,
Debbie.
she is reliant on him too. Like during one of her argument things, like she tries to say, but you're right, it comes out the wrong way because she doesn't know how to express herself. She says, "You're my sponsor for 10 years."
Right.
And but then she says, "I rely on you." But then she takes it into a shallow place by saying, I need lingerie, I need perfumi, I need, all of these things that make her feel beautiful.
Right.
And he's not giving them to her at all.
Right, because in her head, I'm coming here from like a foreigner set of mindset. She's thinking that he he has to pay for her for the next 10 years.
Right.
Like
yeah.
she doesn't think, oh no, that means he just has to take care of me, make sure that I am well fed and I have shelter and like kind of like just that, like basic needs. That's why when she came here, they looked at his bank account and they said, okay, so he has enough money in his bank account to take care of her. But she interprets it as, oh, he's gonna buy me everything I want.
Right, yeah.
Which is not a good way to look at it.
And she comes from a very macho society in Brazil. That's very like macho, take care of your woman kind of thing. So she's coming from that place, but
Right.
he is not like that at all. He's used to being taken care of.
Yeah, he's got tits.
Yeah.
You can't take
Right.
care of another woman when you have
I
tits.
know. Whose are bigger right now?
I think his are bigger.
I think his are bigger too.
Yeah, he's got probably the biggest tits in the entire like
Very
90 Day
firm
Fiancés.
shoulders.
Yeah. And the way he sits down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's very
It's so
lazy.
weird. It's like his legs curve. and
right.
his like they just curve like I don't know, they look like parentheses but like facing each other.
Yeah.
Like the opposite ways.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I see that.
And then their feet, they just open up in like 130-degree angle. Just it's so
Turn
bizarre how he sits down and
Yeah.
his body is just weird and he's weird and apparently he's a pervert too, which
Stop staring at it.
I know he's just so
Oh, remember the porn
Insane.
he looked at? We learned it was something he paid for porn, and it was with a lady who looked like Larissa and a cat. His ultimate porn. I don't know if that was true or not. Or
I'm
if
pretty
it
sure
was
it's
just funny,
coming from
yeah.
him. It's
It
totally
makes sense.
true.
He likes what he likes.
He
He
is.
tried to manifest it in real life. And,
Yes. Oh, Golgi, get it together.
Yeah. So her trial's coming up. I think
Yeah,
last
the
week,
show.
remember, she was trying on all of these seemingly inappropriate outfits that I would never wear to court, like
Right.
skin tight dresses.
Right.
Like a weird army green suit. That was the closest good option. I think she landed on a good one. It was like a thicker blue dress,
Yeah.
navy blue with a little keyhole neckline and I think that
Keyhole,
was good.
yeah.
Yeah, keyhole. And she was walking into the courthouse with Debbie.
The Kochi. She's going into the Kochi house.
Yeah.
And Larissa is insane, but we love her. She's probably like one of the biggest stars of the show, to be honest with you.
I hope she earns for them. For
Oh my
TLC.
God,
And
yes.
I hope TLC is taking care of her.
I think they don't.
Yeah, I know they don't
Because
have
until
to.
they get a green card, they're not allowed. It's basically like they
That's
can't work.
True. Yeah.
Yeah,
That is
so.
true.
But so yeah, Larissa. But you know what? The fact that Larissa, it's being a psycho and everything, it's allowing Debbie and Colchi
Right.
to reconnect.
Yeah.
So they're right now going out on dates, even though they think it's not dates,
Yeah,
but
they
it's
go to
definitely
the
dates.
Mexican restaurant, and they
Yes.
just get to reconnect,
Yes.
and have a few margaritas.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. It was kind of nice. I felt peaceful watching them. They just have such a connection.
Yes.
Although weird.
It's
but
bizarre. Yes, it's really weird. It's like some Game of Thrones shit,
yeah.
where he's like in love with his mom, but the mom's too old, but like they don't care.
Ooh, Joffrey Cersei.
Yeah. Do you think Larissa's gonna get true compliments once she steps into the housey or the Corchi housey?
I don't think so.
You don't think she's gonna
I
get?
think they're gonna go after her. Do they get to film that? I mean, we won't.
No,
find
I
out
don't think they
till Sunday.
will. I mean, that's probably gonna be in the next episode because they definitely left it hanging. But like, I don't think they do. I don't think they did. There wasn't
Yeah.
any footage online while it was
Sometimes
happening.
it's closed,
So
sometimes it's
yeah,
open.
so I think this one was closed, but I'm pretty sure they will let us know. And,
Yeah, I hope
you know,
so.
they'll
I
get
can't
some
wait to hear
interviews.
that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I want to know. Like, we all know the outcome of this, but we all definitely want to know more. So, all right, let's move on because we definitely just spent too much time on these two fools.
Yeah.
Let's move on to the next couple, which we both agree are the most boring couple
Most boring.
in
but
the
we'll
entire
see.
season.
Yeah. Libby.
Libby
And Andre.
and Andre.
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 So they get some big news.
They do.
Yeah, it's exciting for them.
Mhm.
It's probably exactly what they wanted,
Yeah.
exactly what they planned for. They're
Yeah.
having a baby.
Yes.
And they go and find out the sex of the baby
Yep.
so that they can have a party for their
She
twins.
wanted a boy, he wanted a girl.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it kind of... Well, I don't want to give it away. When are we going to be ready to reveal it?
Right now.
Soon? Okay.
Yeah,
They're
this is
having
about
a girl.
episode 2.
They're having a girl. We're going a little out of order of the episode because they have the party first and then they share. Remember with the cannons? So
Yeah.
they're having a girl, which I want to say makes complete sense because look at her entire family. It's all girls.
It's all women,
and
yeah.
her sister, even her 2 girls, are girls.
Yeah.
So that's a girl family.
Yeah,
You
he
know,
doesn't really
strong
have
genes for
a. She
girls.
doesn't have a brother or anything. It's all girls.
Yeah, it's her. Oh no, I think she has one brother.
One brother?
Yeah, because the sister-in-law is kind of like part of the mix. She's the one that like doesn't exactly look like them with the short blonde hair, but
Okay.
she like tries to look like them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. She's the
Yeah,
short
they're like
one.
Florida white trash Kardashians.
Yeah, basically.
I love 'em, yes.
Basically, yeah.
They're amazing.
Yeah. So they have a big party, a big
Mhm.
family party. And everyone is well, actually, we should talk about the ultrasound appointment. So
Yeah.
they go to the hospital,
Yeah.
and there's this whole thing where they kind of examine why they didn't invite the mother and the sister. The mother and the sister.
Oh, they wanted to
very
go,
mad.
yeah.
really want to go. But Libby is what is her name? Libby. I don't know.
I call her Elizabeth.
Elizabeth is saying, I don't want them to go because they'll just shit on Andre, and then it'll
Because
make
he doesn't have a
stressful
job.
for her. Yeah.
Which went over our last episode. He
Right.
was supposed to find a job and he
Right.
didn't.
It's
and,
been a year.
right.
Yeah. So that's too bad. I think it was a good call, though, not inviting it, especially if they just want to, like, they're just getting used to this. Like, they're enough problems for each other. You know,
Mhm.
they don't need to invite too many people in. But they involve them in this party.
Yep.
So they have a gender reveal party, which is
Mhm.
very in vogue right now. Everyone's
Basic.
having them. Yeah. And everyone wears pink or blue to
Mhm.
say what they want it to be. Most of the people are team pink, though.
Yes. Well, because
Team
most
girl.
of the team are girls.
True. Very true. And then they shoot some confetti out of 2 cannons, and they're
And it's
both
pink.
Yeah.
And everybody's like, girls!
Yeah, everyone's excited. So that's their new update.
Yeah.
Very exciting.
Yeah, very exciting. And again, Andre was not very thankful to his father-in-law
Yeah, there's
for allowing them to live in, rent-free and for helping them out. Instead, he just stepped in and he was like, I will take care of everything. Everything's going to be fine.
very overconfident.
Right. And the dad's just like, okay, gotcha.
Yeah. Yeah, he really, I think the dad does a good way of like brushing it off,
Hmm.
in the moment so he doesn't have to ruin the party.
He doesn't.
He was like respectful in his own way to
Yep.
Elizabeth. And, not much more to say about that unless you have something.
I really have nothing on them.
It's just kinda,
They're boring. They're
so
bland
boring.
and
Yeah.
flat.
Right.
All right, let's move on.
Yeah. Why don't we talk about the other baby shower that's happening?
What is a baby shower?
Pow and Russ.
Pow and Russ.
They travel back to Oklahoma.
Yes.
Because Russ's family is going to throw Pow a baby shower.
But they didn't end up in good terms.
Right. Well, we don't know about it yet because it's...
Well, no, they didn't end up in good terms
What
because
do you mean?
before they left, they were saying like, Pow, you're exposing too much chest, and you're like
Right.
too sexy for.
Yeah.
So.
That's like the only experience that Pow has had with Russ's
And
family.
for
just
some reason,
judging
yeah.
her and like not
Yeah.
embracing her
Yeah.
or her culture at all.
And I think she's very dramatic to think that like for somebody to say, hey, cover up, and she goes, oh my God, they hate me. It's like,
Yeah.
no, sweetie.
It's
Sometimes
very
you do have to
dramatic.
cover. Like, read the room,
Yeah.
Like, don't just think that everybody wants to see your big tits. Like,
Yeah.
just relax, cover them up. You're in a religious house. Respect
Yeah,
them.
middle America. Like
Right.
I feel
Respect
like
them,
she's
too.
being as much culturally insensitive to them as they are to her.
Right.
It's almost tit for tat.
Yeah, so,
Literally tits.
babe.
So yeah, there's a lot of buildup. We don't even get to see the party because there's so much buildup into
There's so
going
much buildup,
back
yeah.
into Oklahoma. Like Pao is really nervous about it. She confesses that she has so much anxiety. Like we basically just travel with them. Like they have to drop their dog off
Yeah.
at a friend's house, and then they get on a plane, and then they get to the hotel. There's really nothing really.
Well,
more to
right
it.
there at the hotel, she goes, "Oh, well, I can't wait. You have to wear something that matches my outfit."
Right.
And Russ is like, "Well, I'm not staying over because the baby shower is just for women."
He shocked her.
But it's just like, it really isn't. That's the only like baby showers are the only parties where like the man has to be there to accept all the gifts, I guess.
Oh.
They sit down like the husband and wife and
Yeah.
kind of just get the gifts and whatever.
I've seen it done differently. Like, I feel like, at least for my friend's baby shower, it was expected that the husband was going to come by at the end so he could, like, load all the gifts into the car.
Yes.
So that one was a very gendered one, like, women only. But then other people have done, like, women and men. Like, it's a bit more modern
Why would you
now.
drag a man into that?
Well, if you have it at, like, a
It's just
brewery
boring.
or something.
Oh,
and then
all
you
right, that makes sense,
You
yeah.
invite both your male friends and your female friends. If
All
people
right.
are kind of, like, cohesive in their friend group.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, but if someone has like only women friends, which I mean, it makes sense that those people would be more traditional.
Yeah, they're very Christian, very religious.
Yeah, but then Russ also divulges to the audience that he's got another secret for her.
Boom.
Yeah, boom, boom, boom. Oh, there we go. Yeah, Russ is making another with his job situation. Even though we know it's been hard for him to find employment, and Pal wants to stay in Miami, Russ tells the audience that he has a great job prospect in Oklahoma City.
Right, which means they would have to move back.
Yeah, but he's saying that he'd be like able to provide more for his family. He'd be, have more support in Oklahoma for when they have the baby. He makes some good points, but it is so against what Pal wants.
Yeah. She wants to model.
Yeah, and I mean, who knows? I don't think she'll be able to model the way she wants to model if she's not in a place like Miami.
So, but, at the end of that, he hasn't told her yet. I'm sure she's going to be thrilled when she hears about it.
Yeah. Maybe
Poor
that's
Pal.
on episode 3. I don't know.
What would you do if I was like, hey, I have a really nice job offer. I'm going to be doing what I do right now, but like I'm going to be doing it bigger and I'm going to be able to provide. But we have to move back to the South Shore.
Yeah, that would kill me too. No offense to the South Shore, Massachusetts. But, yeah, that would make me sad.
And you have to live in, like...
It's kind of like being in Oklahoma to me. Because, like, I'm just used to, like a hip city. Even though we stay in our house most of the time, like, I'm used to having, like, all the things that you need in a city to be exciting. And living in the South Shore would just be kind of slower for me.
Yeah.
Which wouldn't be as fun. But, I don't know. I guess I'd think about it. I'd take it in. I'd be proud of you. But... I don't know. You're asking me all these hard questions today. I feel like those are like the philosophical
Well, I'm just trying to make you
dilemmas.
feel what Paola feels.
I
Like, you know
know.
what I mean? Like,
I mean, I don't.
she has to make a decision.
Yeah,
she doesn't know
she
yet.
does. But you know what's so funny? Like, would say for me and Pal, like, we're both like, I don't want to be a cliche, but independent type women. Like, she has gone to Miami, made it work for herself. She's carrying her family right now. And, like, that's been good for them, Like, Russ looks a hell of a lot better. He doesn't look depressed anymore being in Miami.
True.
So I think maybe the onus is on Pal. I think maybe that's her role in the relationship that they have.
Yeah.
So, and I feel like maybe that's, like, my thing, too. I don't know. It's hard to say.
Yeah.
It's easier to judge other people than judge ourselves.
Well, that's what I'm telling you. I'm giving you this,
scenario.
It's a scenario where what would you do if you move back?
I mean, I would consider it. We would have to strongly consider it. I'd want to know how much money it is. And we have to do some comparison pro-con list.
Oh, it'll be a lot cheaper.
To live there?
Yeah.
I know.
For what we're paying for rent right now?
Yeah.
We'd probably buy a house.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't want to buy a house on the South Shore. No, thank you.
Man, that's not what the scenario is all about.
I know. But you're asking me. But anyway, so that baby shower is pending. I guess we'll see what happens.
Yeah, we'll see what happens in the next
episode.
episode.
How Pal takes the news.
Right.
Even though this has happened before. I think it happened in the previous season, and she was not happy.
She wasn't happy at all.
Yeah, I really thought she was going to leave him then.
Speaking of people being crushed in their dreams, brings us to the next couple.
Yeah.
Ashley and Jay.
Oh, yeah. Jay goes to the barber shop to get some real talk.
To get some advice from the barbers.
Yep. I wish he went sooner.
Talk.
Yeah. He should get his hair cut more.
Yeah.
He really
And
needs the support of a community.
yeah, that's another thing.
He
He's
needs
a
to be
young
raised
guy.
well.
He went into a community that doesn't really have that many people from other countries, so it's not very diverse.
Yeah, not diverse, not
Yeah.
accepting, not, you can only
So,
imagine.
but he finds a barber shop and he goes, hangs out there, and he gets his hair cut, and he talks to the guys. It's almost like a therapy for him.
Mm-hmm.
The only place where he gets to be himself. And but he tells them, and they ask him, it's like, what did you do? And he's just like, oh, I was talking to this girl, and they're like, you're married. Why would you talk to another girl? He's like, I'm just bored. It's like, find something to do.
They were all like, you're an idiot. And
Yeah.
then they get into the whole thing of like, well, why aren't you working? And he explains the whole like, process of why he can't work based on the 90-day visa. But like, do you need to work? Like, you can do hobby tattooing, can't you? Like, you don't have to. I'm sure you need some kind of license for it. But like,
I don't know how that works. I don't think you need
either.
a license. I think you can just be like, I have a gun, you have a body, and
yeah,
let's do
like,
this.
Let's give out free tattoos. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like everyone can work, or like
Just
maybe,
take donations.
Yeah, give him some.
So you don't have to report to the IRS.
Yeah,
Loopholes.
those are professional,
I'm just kidding. I don't know about that, but definitely he could do something,
Yeah,
but he
Like-
doesn't.
do something.
Yeah.
So yeah, he chooses to not do anything. It doesn't even seem like he's an avid video game player.
No, I
Which
mean
we
they
can-
probably don't show it on the
Maybe
show,
yeah,
but he's
'cause
probably
that's-
like an addict.
Yeah,
Probably plays like 20 hours of the day.
you would think.
Yeah.
Something.
Nothing wrong with that.
Something. Like, how bored can he be?
I mean, to the point that he downloaded an app and talked to a girl that looks like Colchi. You have to be pretty bored.
Yeah, you do. That is true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I wish he just downloaded Candy Crunch or whatever that
Candy
is.
Crush.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Never played it, never will, but yeah, something like that. So yeah, he and the barbershop guys
Suggest
give
that
it to him
he,
straight.
suggest
they're
that,
like,
hey,
make it up.
make it up to her. Tell her that you want to, get your papers so you can work, so you can buy her things, and
Right, yeah.
provide more for her, and prove her that you can, you're worth of it being a husband, and you made a mistake. But he goes home and he translates that advice into get her Chinese food and ask her if she's getting the green card going.
Yeah, like
Which is-
she's working for.
Yeah, so like he didn't really communicate exactly what they were trying to tell him. Instead, he just like, I got you some Chinese food, and she ate it because she was hungry. And then, they talked about the green card thing, and she's like, I don't know what to do, dude. Like, you almost cheated on me, and with Colchi, and like I don't want to do it.
What'd she say? He's not trustworthy and like not. It was like two things that were like, all right, you've like deduced this situation down. Now.
But you see, like I get it. If I was in that same situation and that happened to me, I'd be quiet too. I wouldn't know what to say because I don't have
If
the
you were Jay,
experience.
or
If I was
you were-
Jay,
Oh yeah.
I wouldn't have
Jay
the
is-
experience. He's 20. She's like 34.
Right. Yeah.
She's not like
yet,
he doesn't know. He's just a young kid.
Right.
So he doesn't know what to say to make it right. Like in his eyes, by him saying I'm sorry, I fucked up, like
That's enough.
that's enough. But she's a mature woman. For you to apologize to her, you have to be like, I'm really sorry. I'm gonna make this up. I promise. Let's just move on. And like she needs comfort.
Right. Yeah.
And
He needs to heal.
and he
her.
can't give it to her because he doesn't know how to give it to her yet, because he's so young and inexperienced.
Real
Like he's
talk.
probably I'm just saying, like I'm just from watching. That's what I get.
Yeah.
You know.
I know it's not a fair fight between them at all. Like
She needs to be very patient with it because he's young.
Yeah.
And he needs to like step up his game a little more.
Yeah, and at least like listen.
Yes.
too. Like she's telling him exactly what's wrong.
He needs to
exactly
stop
what
being idle and just listen.
Yeah. But remember, idle means something different in Jamaica.
Yeah, it means hitting on Colchi girls.
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah.
Culty girls.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then that takes us, if you want to move on to
Yeah, let's move on.
the
It's time to
family
move
Chantel.
on. Oh,
That
my
was
favorite
a
family.
lot. That was a lot.
The mom is my favorite.
She's a character in
She's
herself.
insane, and I love her.
Yeah, she really is. Beautiful family, beautiful people.
Yes.
But they're crazy.
They're crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Chantel and Pedro, Pepe, are coming back from
Pepe.
Savannah. From seeing it and deciding it's not the right place for them to move, but so they're going to stay in Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
And on the ride home, they get a call from Chantel's mom, and she's asking about Thanksgiving. She's asking if they're going to come and if Pedro's going to come. And then Chantel has to pretend that Pedro is asleep when the mom asks directly.
Pedro,
Yeah,
are you there?
It was so creepy.
Tell Pedro mi casa es su casa. My baño is his baño, which is like what?
Yeah, it was grating.
It was amazing, but she was definitely being like, "Listen, asshole,
Yep.
I don't care about you, but I'm doing this for my daughter.
Right.
All right, I'm willing to put our differences aside, just for her.
Right. Yeah,
So
and we're gonna
bring
try.
your stupid face over."
Yeah.
And let's all pretend to be happy just to please my daughter. Like that was what she was saying with that tone,
Basically.
you know.
Basically.
And yeah, he pretended to be asleep, which is a coward move.
Such a coward.
Yeah, he's
Oh
a
my
coward.
God.
I hate him.
Even
I think
Chantel said, "Why didn't you just say no? I'm not gonna go."
right. Stand for you. Stand up for yourself.
Which is like a big thing to do if you're scared of the people, I would say. But he's another one. He's just so inexperienced and like
Yes.
similar to Jay.
Well, I don't think so.
Even though
He's
he's
older.
He's older, but he's still like Arrested Development. Like he still acts like he's 17, and like maybe it's his mom or something like that. But I still think. I mean, he sits around their house and plays video games all day.
Nothing wrong with that, but we're not video game shaming.
Okay, all right. Sorry to hit a chord with you.
Yeah. I know he's the one that I don't like the most because
he doesn't.
yeah, he doesn't try
At all.
at all.
Yeah.
But my favorite thing about this past episode was when Chantel went to her house for Thanksgiving dinner. And everybody was like, "Oh, Chantel, blah 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 blah. How are you?" And where's Pedro? And she's like, "Oh, he's at home. He doesn't sell." She's like making up excuses for him.
Yeah.
I was like, "Why don't
She
you
pulls the
just
cultural
tell them?"
card,
Right?
yeah.
They're your family, like obviously, but
She's
she doesn't
always
want to.
covering
Yes,
for him.
she's always protecting him because it's her husband, not because he's a garbage partner, but it's her husband, and you have to respect that she's married to him, and that's what she protects him. And I'm like, bitch, you don't need to protect. You don't even need to be with
You
him.
don't need him. Yeah. Like
Yeah.
she could go on and get like a great.
She's a great looking girl.
Really gorgeous.
Yeah.
I think she should be a weather girl or something like that. You know.
Yeah.
I think that's her.
And yeah, and she just makes up all these excuses saying he feels that he was wrong and he shouldn't have punched River, but he wanted to apologize. And they're like, yeah, well, where is he? You should have fucking come and apologize.
Her sister Winter goes in on it.
Yeah.
And she just like, I feel like she takes the curtain, opens the curtain on
Yeah.
all the issues.
Yep.
Like between the family and between Pedro. Like everything everyone's doing wrong.
Yeah.
And her name is Winter. And the other kid's name is River. And then Chantel got Chantel.
That's insane.
Where's the trend there? I don't get
know.
it.
I don't get it.
But we should also talk about River's recordings career. He is a rapper.
Yes.
And we go and see him at a recording studio.
Yes.
And his stuff didn't sound that bad.
Yeah, I mean, as far as rap
It was a good beat.
goes, like I thought it sounded pretty good.
Yeah, I didn't hate it. And he's got a lot of cool hairstyles.
Yeah.
I like his look.
My favorite thing is when he's like, "Hey, yo, can I get a minute with my sister?"
Yeah.
And all of his like boys just like leave. They're like, "Yeah, all right, cool." Like isn't like it's a movie or something.
Right, yeah.
Like it's like it looked like it was part of a movie.
It looked like the real thing.
Yeah. But okay, so let's go back to the dinner.
Right,
So they're having
yeah.
Thanksgiving dinner and everything's going well. And the mom introduces a new character
Right.
to the table and to everybody. She's like, "Listen, I'm not saying I hate Pedro. I'm not saying I hate any, but like this is for anybody that wants to come over to my house and like mess my kitchen and try to mess with my family and disrespect me. And here it is." And then she pulls a taser and she's like, "Here is Shocky." And
Okay, that's it.
I was like, "What the?"
It scared
This lady is
Chantel.
Oh, it scared everybody.
Yeah. It was unexpected. I don't think a lady like that belongs with any form of weaponry.
Oh my god, yeah. And then they find out Pedro wants to go back to DR.
Right. Yeah.
And they're like, well, we can go anywhere.
Right.
Because
like,
we
can go anywhere
have
on
passports. Yeah.
Oh,
And I was like, damn, Pedro, you mess with the wrong family.
I don't think he's going to get out clean here.
Yeah.
And the dad kind of looks like a cop of some sort.
He looks like a preacher.
Oh, you think?
I think he looks like a preacher.
Right, he's got
Maybe
that,
a
like,
real estate
round
agent. Yeah, he looks very well groomed.
Very well groomed.
And they have a really nice house.
Yeah, I think that's like an Atlanta thing, though.
Yeah, yeah, maybe.
Remember when we went to Atlanta Airport? Was that where we were?
Yeah, we were.
We went to some airport, and everyone was just like incredibly beautiful.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, all right. Well, anyway, and then yeah, that dinner was hard to get through. I'm actually glad. Like, I think it was a silly move on Pedro's part to not go to the dinner. Yeah. But everything happened as she thought it was going to happen. Like, everything was geared towards like the family problems, like what Pedro's doing wrong, what Chantel's doing wrong. It was stressful. Yeah, I absolutely get it, and. You know, I hope Chantel wakes up and goes, you know what, I'm not going to do this. He can go, he can go, kick some rocks and get out of my life and move on. I'm the basketball wife that she's born to be. Yeah. Move on to, who does that, VH1, Basketball Wives? Or whatever? I think so, yeah, I think that's Basketball Wives. Yeah. But yeah, so Shocky was definitely the highlight of the show. And that was interesting. Yeah. So thank you. Is that it? Should we just wrap it up? So. Yeah, that was the second episode in a nutshell, right? Yeah. It was really fun, and yeah. That's it. Thank you for listening once again. Thank you for listening, yeah. And I want to remind everybody, this podcast is for slut people only. Mm-hmm. Don't hurt your boo hole. Don't hurt your boo hole. Right? Right? For that. Thanks for that. No one ever laughs at my jokes. Yeah. Big laugh, big laugh. And remember, we're here from the storage facility. The storage facility. I definitely love that. Yeah, I can't believe I want to see more of her. I want to see her. I'm going to buy you a cameo from them. Okay. I want Annie and David to be like, hello, Jenna. This is Annie and David. Hello, like, I love Annie. I think she's the sweetest one. That would be a dream. Yeah. I want the most for her. I want things to work out for her the most. Oh, me too. I definitely love them. They're not in this season, I don't think, but they're. I think of them all the time. Yeah, me too. Yeah. So, what did you learn from today's episode? Before we go, let's just. Tasers are not funny. I think tasers are hilarious. I know, but I didn't laugh when that lady had a taser. Oh my god, it was so funny. She even had it in like a vibrator case. She's like, meet Shocky, and I was like, what? She was way too attached to it. What if she thought that was like a toy, like a pleasure toy, and she was gonna give it to Chantel? Oh, I don't think that's. But she's like, they sold her a taser instead. Maybe, could be. Uh-oh. Yeah. Bomb. Yeah. That was terrible, I know. So I think that's it for this episode. We're just going to wait next week to see what happens. Busy week. We got to watch Game of Thrones, then we got to watch 90 Day Fiance. That's a lot. Yeah. But I think we can do it. We can handle it. We'll do an episode right after that. Yeah, and dedicated people. Yeah. All right, so let's get out of here. Thank you, everybody. Jen and Aymar, thank you for living here. No, Russ, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you. Okay, that's not. All right. All right. Let's get out of here. Thank you so much, everybody. We love you. Have a great day.